Today's concept is centripetal and centrifugal forces. I am Datta sir. I am an ex-senior professor of a number one IIT-JEE Institute of India, and I have been teaching IIT-JEE students for a long time. And I am making this type of videos on various concepts of physics, particularly those involving the concepts where the students are struggling. So this is one of the area where the students have lot of confusion. This is centripetal and centrifugal force. So many of the students, they read it, they understand it, but they understand it superficially. Actually, exact situation they need to be clarified. So please listen to this video very carefully. So let me start. So today's concept is centripetal and centrifugal force. See, whenever there is a circular motion, let us say there is a circular motion like this, and this circular motion, let us say this is a merry-go-round. It is going in a circle and with a constant angular velocity omega, and the radius of the circle is capital R. So definitely there will be a centripetal force, because you know that without centripetal force there cannot be any circular motion. And this is an uniform circular motion because the omega is constant. So there is definitely a centripetal force. And centripetal force is a real force. It is given by some real force, and it has to be real for any frame of reference. Now we take two observers. One observer at A on the ground, another observer at B. Let us say in the merry-go-round there is a sitting cabin in which a passenger B is sitting. He is also revolving with the merry-go-round. Now there is a mass M inside that cabin, which both A and B both are observing. Now what A will see? A will see that this mass is moving in a circle. So there must be a circular centripetal acceleration and a centripetal force acting on it. And that centripetal acceleration is omega square r, and centripetal force is nothing but m into omega square r. So that is the centripetal force. Who is seeing? The observer A is seeing. He is seeing only one force, that is centripetal force, which is m omega square r. Now to B, the mass m is at rest because B is also moving with it. Now the centripetal force m omega square r is already there, but still B is seeing it at rest. That means there must be another force acting just opposite to it, and that should be equal to it, so that net force becomes zero. That is what B is feeling. B is in a non-inertial frame because this frame has an acceleration. So when a frame has an acceleration, that is a non-inertial frame. And in a non-inertial frame, you know there is a pseudo force in the opposite direction of the acceleration of the frame. The frame has an acceleration towards the center. So the pseudo force will be away from the center, just in the same line, equal and opposite to it. So that means B will feel two forces. One is centripetal force m omega square r towards the center, and another force which is pseudo force he will feel, that is also m omega square r, but that is acting outward. That pseudo force is called centrifugal force. So that means centrifugal force is a pseudo force. That means you know that pseudo force has no existence to a ground observer. So centripetal force is a real force, centrifugal is a pseudo force. That means every observer feels centripetal force, but only observer in the revolving frame feels centrifugal force. Means centrifugal force is not observed by all observers. An observer in ground frame will not observe the centrifugal force because he will see only the real force. I hope you have understood this. This is a tricky area. You should carefully note it. Centripetal is towards the center and centrifugal is away from center. So some important points that A will see that mass M is revolving in circle. So it has a centripetal force, I have already told. B will see mass M is at rest. So A will find only one force, that is towards the center, that is centripetal force. B will see two forces, one m omega square centripetal towards the center, another m omega square centrifugal away from the center. Due to these two forces, net force on M is 0 to B. B is feeling that, and so B is seeing it at rest. That is the concept of pseudo force also. Now, value of a pseudo force, we know it is mass of the body into acceleration of the frame, and it is opposite to the acceleration of the frame. The acceleration of the frame is towards the center, so it is opposite, means away from center, and its mass is also m multiplied by omega square r, acceleration of the frame, so it is m omega square r. To an observer in revolving frame, pseudo force is m omega square, it is away from the center. So you understand that centripetal and centrifugal force are equal in value, but they are not action-reaction pair, because in ground frame centrifugal has no existence at all, but in revolving frame it may appear to be action-reaction pair, but then also one is real, one is pseudo. So I hope you have understood this. This is all about centripetal and centrifugal force. There are very tricky areas and many students have lot of doubts about this centripetal and centrifugal force. So please listen to this video again and again and see the notes I have given and write down this or repeatedly read this so that you can understand this. So I will come again with another concept of your importance, and if you are really satisfied, really benefited by this video, please like this video, share this video, and also subscribe to my channel, because in my channel I will be coming regularly with new videos on various concepts of physics. And please let me know in your comments if you want any particular concept to be discussed. So thank you very much for today.